I'm going to call a city council meeting to order for December 11th. Madam Clerk, would you take the roll?
Yes, thank you. Councilmember David Fuller.
Here.
Councilmember Sabrina Combs. Here. Councilmember Linda Combs.
Here.
Councilmember Steve Carrington.
Here.
Councilmember Julie Burbank.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Pete LaFrance.
Here.
Mayor Edna DeReese.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll all stand now for the pledge. Barb, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item on our agenda is the approval of the agenda, including the approval of the consent agenda and also the approval of the minutes of previous meetings. The consent agenda consists of introducing and recommending setting for public hearing on January 8th, 2019, ordinance number 19-001, amending Palmer Municipal Code Chapter 17.60, General District Regulations by repealing Section 17.60.060, distance between buildings. Action Memorandum number 18-093, authorizing the city manager to negotiate and execute a professional service agreement with HDL Engineer Consultants for construction, administration, and inspection services for the 2019 ADA sidewalk improvements projects in an amount not to exceed $41,850. Action Memorandum 18-094, accepting board member Sally Pollin's resignation from the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Resources Advisory Board, and the minutes of October 30th and November 6th, both in 2018. What's the wishes of the council? Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the agenda, including the consent agenda and the approval of the minutes. Discussions, amendments, or questions by the council? The only thing I would like to add is under communications and appearances, I will be presenting one of our Palmer Pride Awards to Barbara Hunt, who were not able to present that when we had Palmer Pride in July. Okay. All of those in favor of the motion on the floor to approve the agenda, please say yes.
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 Those opposed say no. The motion is passed. The next item on the agenda is the presentation to Barbara. Thank you. Do you have somebody to take some pictures, or do you want to take some? Or you got some? Okay, come up here. When we present Citizens of the Year, and busy and which of course so she was present verbally to her via video that's a friend gave to her, but to present the actual paper and the key to the city, we decided, since this is almost the end of 2018, we better do it in 2018. As I said in the video when I gave you the award, we miss you greatly at Alaska Job Corps. Of course, now we get to see you a little bit. Yeah, but we are so thankful for what you're doing for the city of Palmer and your articles, as well as just the sense of community that you help us foster, which is what we want to happen in this community. And so for all the years that we've known each other, probably more than what we're even old, right? Yeah. We go back a long, long ways. So anyway, so it's my privilege as the mayor, on behalf of the council, to present you this Citizen of the Year award. So I'll give you that. And then this is the key to the city. Yay, there you are.
to wear this.
You
I
want-
want
you
to put
wanna
this
get-
on a necklace and wear it. No, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, I just love Palmer, and Palmer is my family name, although I didn't grow up here, but it's kind of in my blood at various levels. And I just went out and took more pictures tonight. How many pictures can you get of Palmer? It's never enough, and it's always wonderful, and thank you. Thank all of you guys. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Yep. You want to do it? You want to come up here? You want me to do your
So first off, thanks for coming tonight. We're kind of calling this our Public Safety Appreciation Night. There's no proclamation, but there are several citizens and employees of the city that we'd like to recognize tonight. The first set of folks are from an incident that occurred in Palmer that had the makings of being something on a YouTube video that you wouldn't necessarily want to see. We had an incident at the gas station where a pump was hit. And several folks responded to that to keep it from becoming a much greater incident than it could have been. So if I could have, and if I butcher your name, I apologize up front, Katie Harbaugh, if you're here, Zach Vance, Kaylin Nix, and Earl Almdale, if you would come forward, please. And what we'd like to present you is a certificate of appreciation for your contributions to keeping our city safe. And thank you very much. And again, these are citizens of our community. They aren't employees of the city. So again, it just shows what outstanding folks we have in town. Dean from Fred Myers is here today as well, and we appreciate all that you do for our community.
Well, I was telling the city manager before that I very seldom go in Fred Meyer. You've done for.
And Earl is from the school district, and he's not a Fred Myers employee, so again, a well-round applause for our citizens here in Palmer. Our next one is, you all know a couple of weeks ago we had an incident in Palmer that made the national news. Unfortunately, Palmer survived the earthquake in pretty good condition. But we do want to recognize one of our employees who has responded not only in Palmer, but throughout the Anchorage area, assisting the state and many other businesses and public buildings with their inspections. So Dave Meneses, our building inspector, if you would come forward, be recognized. Fairly well, but so we allowed Dave to go off and assist other communities, and then we got a phone call that said you have to inspect a couple of your buildings. So we had to call him back to inspect our buildings to tell the state that they were safe. So again, thank you for all that you do for the city, David. So the next two groups are from our public safety department, which we don't really have anymore. We have a fire department and a police department. So the next group are from our fire department. John Prevost, Richard Washer, Lanita Copeland, and Quentin Hesevich. Thank you. So our fire department is a volunteer fire department. It's not a full-time paid job, so these folks give countless hours of their own time to keep our community safe, Palmer and Greater Palmer. And these folks are nominated by the department as representative of all the firefighters we have. They represent an outstanding group. Next, last but not least, I love our police department, is our police department. So if June McKee, Rebecca Turney, Officer Richard Clark, and Sergeant Lucas Svisky, did I get close? So, police department, across the board, officers and our admin staff and our dispatch center, they do great things for our city. Again, this is just a representative of our department, but they have been identified as being particularly outstanding and represent our department for 2018.
I think easy and congratulate them privately, and if they want to be excused from the meeting, then they can be excused, or you're welcome to stay and see. Or ahead and call the city council meeting back to order, please. And thank you, council, and thanks to everybody. Well, there were a couple city employees there, so. So the next item on our agenda is reports, and Nate, do you have a city manager's report?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I don't have a written report tonight, but in the spirit of recognizing not only our public safety, but just a couple of comments about the rest of the departments and some of the work they've done. I won't specifically talk about finance because you're going to see the fruits of finance labors tonight. But so really, what have we done the past year? Public Works and Community Development. Public Works gave me about 12 pages of stuff, so I culled it down into a half a page. Community Development, on the hand, gave me a half a page, and I bumped it up to a full page. So we finished the Randy Tom Flight Service Center building upgrades that have been sorely in need for several years. We finished the installation upgrades to the Public Works Storage Building, mostly, except for a couple of garage doors that are still due in. But that's been another project that's been years in planning. It was grant funded. I think the reason it got done really is because the grant expires next year, so we had to do something quick. We're nearly finished in a couple of weeks with the public safety building floor and subfloor repairs. Again, partially grant funded, partially by us, and that's a project that was in the years in the making. We completed the airport runway project, 1634 and the 1027. Both of those projects are done. There's additional paving and some repairs to cracks and things like that. We completed Fire Station 3-1 driveway repairs and repaving. We completed the City Hall parking lot and entrance walkway. We're given a facelift, which includes the ADA compliance now, and a new sign that was done this week, actually last week. The old sign will go behind us here on this wall so that folks they can see they're coming into City Hall instead of just council chambers. So the old sign will still be around, but probably won't be up until spring because it's a heavy metal piece. We don't want the glue to make sure it sits. Completed the door replacement that was put in the capital budget last year, and we're completing the duct work. Should be done by the last day is the 15th. We're closing the library to get that completed. We've updated our freedom with the parking area. Now that part of that's private property, we've moved the parking area into city property, added a split rail fence around that parking lot, and then we've moved some picnic tables there. So that is more of a recognized park space as opposed to some trees that folks can visit. In community development, Public Works has helped projects that are ongoing there. So Whispering Ruins, Maple Springs, the Subway Corporation, which is Mount Ranch, Spinell Homes, and Hidden Ranch, Sissick Alaska DOT on the Palmer-Wasilla Highway Eastern Terminus, and the Glen Highway Expansion Project, where just in the 6 weeks alone we've had over 100 utility locates, and that's supported by our water wastewater team. So if anybody wants to know where a water or sewer line is, we're the ones that have to tell them. So a lot of work done out there. Community development setting the tone for commercial development investment. Palmer, we've had 4 buildings relocated from the Glen Highway Expansion Project outside the city to our industrial zones inside the city, creating jobs and increasing our tax base. 35 commercial remodels throughout the city with a total valuation over $3 million, again increasing our tax base. Redevelopment of the old Fisher's gas station has been approved, and we should see that next spring. That's to be a gas station, car wash, convenience store. The old Taco Bell on the Glen Highway is being remodeled to a Wendy's, and the old Pioneer Monitoring House, or the old house across from City Hall, has been given a facelift and is now de jour fashion. So a lot of remodeling, redevelopment going on that's very visible in some parts of our city. There's new businesses, we can't name them all, plus a couple are still in the process of relocating from Anchorage. 22 new single homes with a total valuation of $4.7 million. And then Whispering Winds, our senior housing project, that has a valuation of over $6 million alone. There's so much more that goes on in the daily operations of our city. We're not just 9 to 5 or Monday through Friday, as you probably all saw our crew out all day Sunday, plowing, along with our wastewater crews that check our system 7 days a week. I could go on all night, still miss a ton of stuff. But much like our public safety folks earlier, my compliments to the employees that keep Palmer, Alaska at its best. Thank you.
Questions or comments to the city manager regarding his report or anything else that's going on in the city? Okay. Madam Clerk, your report.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. There's the written report in the packet, and I have nothing to add to that.
Okay. Any questions or comments to the city clerk? Okay. And my report, too, will be verbal. On the 21st of December, I will be on the radio for the quarterly update. Tomorrow, Nate and I will be at the Greater Palmer Chamber giving the update and the results of tonight's meeting. And then also, I guess we're going to accept the credit check from MEA there. So that's going to take place. Next week, we will have a mayor's managers meeting. It hasn't been canceled as far as I know. And so those are the main two things that are going on between now and the end of the month. Any questions to me regarding the report or anything else? Okay. A city attorney's report.
Madam Mayor, thank you. I'll sort of jump on the bandwagon too with a little different tack. I work with the city manager, the clerk, and all the department heads and their deputies. And I have to say the level of professionalism, knowledge, and dedication to the city of Palmer is outstanding. And anytime there's any of the work that I need help with, I can rely on each and every one of them, and I want to thank them for all of that.
Right. Okay. Any questions or comments to the city attorney? Okay. So the next item on our agenda is audience participation. Anyone in the audience can come forth and address the council on any subject, whether it's on the agenda or not. 3 minutes if you're representing yourself, and 5 minutes if you're representing a group. Audience participation is now open. Okay.
I pressed this, but there is no links.
Oh, maybe I kicked it. Maybe I kicked it loose when I was walking back and forth there. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, I knew you were coming. So.
Thank you very much. And positive feelings and expression of gratitude that the a public safety department, if you will, the police department, the fire department, etc. And I think during the earthquake, there were many examples of good work done. Mr. President happened to be in our studio just prior to the earthquake, and then when he went out, I thought he just slammed the door and the building shut. It be the case. We have been speaking with Joseph Davis up in Clearview, and we was doing a lot of tests, brought a couple of people, so 3 of us were there, and what struck the whole process was that we were both being called by people, individuals, who wanted to report specific things that were happening to them, ask questions. We received even calls and contact from Anchorage, where someone from Palmer happened to be there and was listening to our broadcast over the stream. It was great interest in transportation, as you might expect, going between Palmer and Anchorage. I was interested in the school district's activities, and the school district did a very, I thought, and what we were doing, and we had a chance to sit down. We began to take a look at what we've done, our protocols, how we made that work. We looked very carefully at the resources that we used. Anchorage stood up the OC at press conferences, etc. It's a little bit slow in doing that, but that getting information about Palmer with all the things that were happening was not particularly easy. Now, I mentioned the past, I said on the Local Emergency Planning Committee, and I'll be going to another meeting here soon. And when we do this whole thing, and as we've done before with disasters, fires, etc., and try to see how do we improve this. So, suggestion would be to take a look at, or maybe convey to me something that I don't know, is what happens and everything's working. It's wonderful. I mean, internet working, stuff working, but it goes down and it changes the whole game, and that's what we have to prepare for, to be able to say, how do we get information to distribute it to people in their cars or with battery operated and so on, but where do we get it from? How do we make that happen? So I'll work on that in the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mike Molesky, I live in the city of Palmer.
Anyone else that would like to come forth and address the council? Okay, seeing no one come forth, I'll close the audience participation. The next item on our agenda is public hearing. The first public hearing is on Resolution 19-001, adopting the 2019 City of Palmer Employee Pay Plan. This is our third public hearing. So do we need a staff report before we go into the public hearing? Okay. The public hearing on Resolution 19-001 is now open. Does the council have any objections to closing the public hearing? I close the public hearing on resolution number 19-001, and it's my understanding we do have a pending motion. Is there any amendments, questions, or comments? Okay, all of those in favor of the pending motion, please say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed say no. Okay, resolution 19-001 has been adopted. The next item for public hearing is resolution 19-002, adopting the 2019 fee schedule for the City of Palmer for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2019 and ending December 31st, 2019. This is our third public hearing. Does the council wish a staff report before we open the public hearing? If not, then I will open the public hearing for resolution 19-002. If anyone would like to come and testify to the City Council regarding this resolution? Does the council have any objections to closing the public hearing? Okay, the public hearing on resolution 19-002 is closed. We also have a pending motion. Is there amendments, questions, or comments from the council? All those in favor of adopting resolution 19-002, please say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed say no. The yeses have it, and resolution 19-002 has been adopted. The next public hearing is resolution 19-003, adopting the 2019 fine schedule for the City of Palmer for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2019 and ending December 31st, 2019. This will be our third public hearing. Does the council wish to have a staff report before we open the public hearing? Okay, seeing no request, resolution 19-003 is now open for public hearing. Does council have any objections to closing the public hearing? Public hearing is closed on resolution 19-003. This is our third public hearing and final one. There is a motion on the floor. Is there any amendments, discussion, questions? Okay. So all those in favor of adopting resolution 19-003, please say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed say no. The yeses have it, and resolution 19-003 has been adopted. The next resolution is 19-004, adopting the 5-year capital improvement program for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2019 and ending December 31st, 2019. It is, and this is our third public hearing. Does the council have need or want staff report? Okay, with that, I will open the public hearing on Resolution 19-004. Anyone would like to come forth and address the council on this resolution? Does the council have any objections to closing the public hearing? If not, the public hearing on Resolution 19-004 has closed, and we have a pending motion here also, correct? And let's see, you passed out earlier the new revised one. I think that everybody has that, right?
I'm sorry. Are we on, we're on 004, am I correct? Okay.
Yeah, and there was the city manager.
One quick question, if you don't mind, Madam Mayor. We do have a, never mind. I noticed a tabling, but I think we took care of that as well. I just have to go to the next page, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is there any questions or comments? Any amendments? Okay. All those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, say no. Resolution 19-004 as presented amended from last Tuesday's meeting has been adopted. The next item on our agenda is Resolution 19-005, adopting a budget for the City of Palmer for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2019, and ending December 31st, 2019, and appropriating monies. This is our third public hearing. So council need any report report from the city manager before I open the public hearing. Okay, so with that, I will open the public hearing for Resolution 19-005. If there's anyone in the audience that would like to address the council on this resolution. Does the council have any objections to closing the public hearing? Okay, with that, I will close the public hearing on Resolution 19-005. And I believe you have some items, sir.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Since we've approved 19-004, the plan, I have a recommended amendment to Resolution 19-005 that will allocate those funds.
I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, it's the one we got in our email.
So let's read it.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, Councilwoman Sabrina Combs.
I'd like to amend the 2018 budget to reflect allocations in the approved 2018 CIP for 2019 additions from the general fund to the following funds: $108,714 to Fund 08 General CIP projects, $375,000 to Fund 09 General CIP equipment, $100,000 to Fund 10 road projects, $30,000 to Fund 30 airport capital projects, $82,000 to Fund 15 golf course fund.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded for the amendment to the budget. I think all of you either have electronic and or I think they all got one, right? You all got one? Okay. Discussion on the amendment only. Okay. So the motion, or this vote will be on the amendment. So all of those in favor of the amendment, please say yes.
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 Those opposed say no. So amendment has passed. Now, you have some new figures, sir. Go ahead.
Madam Mayor.
I should see if there is any more amendments before you do this. Is there any further amendments to Resolution 19-005? Okay, seeing none, then I'll go ahead and have you bring us up to date on the figures.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So the revenues remain unchanged on 19-005. On page 2 of the resolution, these are the updated figures. For the general fund, 01, expenditures are now $12,112,034. For the Enterprise Water Sewer Fund 02, expenditures are $2,522,634. For the Airport Fund 03, $392,855. For the Solid Waste Fund 05, $830,616. Golf Course Fund 15, $625,905. For capital improvements for projects 08 Fund, $325,214. Projects 09 Fund, $545,000. For projects 10 Fund, $100,000. For projects 24 Fund, $115,600. For projects 30 Fund, $30,000. Special revenue funds remain unchanged. Police grants 52 at $126,864. Narcotics grants Fund 53, $144,996. For total expenses of $17,871,718. If you'd like, we can take a break and print these out, or we can go with that.
Anybody?
Can you say the thing, the expenditure again, total?
Total is $17,871,718. Gene, is that correct? Okay.
Okay. Any further discussion, questions, amendments on the resolution 19-005 as amended? Okay, all of those in favor, please say aye. Yes. Been a while since I've done that. Please say yes.
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 Those opposed say nay. The yeses have it, and resolution 19-005 has been adopted. Sure, yeah, why don't you go ahead and put that on the record, sir?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So a quick calculation based on a final passage of the budget to what our general fund unassigned fund balance should look like going into 2019. So at the end year of 2017, which is our audited number, it was $3.9 million. With the resolutions throughout the year, that takes our general fund down to $3.8 million. With the additions of tonight, or the removal of tonight for capital, you subtract the $695,000. Our estimated general fund unassigned fund balance is $3.1 million. So after tonight's budget, we still have above $3 million. What that does not account for is any remaining funds in 2018. I discussed what I thought our projections would be, somewhere from 0 to about 600,000. With the actions we have taken, I think we'll still have 1,000 that will go back into our general fund. That's just, again, a fuzzy estimate. But going after tonight, we're looking at unassigned general fund balance of $3.1 million.
Okay. The next item on our agenda is action memorandum number 18-095, approving a council community grant in the amount of $2,500 to the Mat-Su Special Santa Program through Alaska Family Services. What is the wishes of the council?
Madam Mayor, I move to approve.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve action memorandum number 18-095. Questions, comments, amendments from the council?
Julie was first. Go
Okay. Councilmember, thank you, Berwick. Go ahead.
This is regarding the Special Santa,
Speak into
regarding the Special Santa program. Yeah, my bike shop does support and work with that program. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Okay. All right. Is Sabrina Combs?
We've just been pretty stringent in the past about sticking to this budget, and it's been expended. I would like to give the money. I'm just making sure it's okay when we go over budget on it, because we have canceled out other grants because we've gone over budget. So I don't know if there's money that we can move on, if there's another fund that we can grab it from, but that puts us over.
Okay, yeah, we do need to find out.
I agree with Councilwoman Combs. I think we've explored this in the past, mentioned that this fund needs to grow a little bit because of the more demand on it, but at the same time, I think this is a worthy endeavor that kind of fits into what that program is that benefits not only our community, but the outlying community, the greater Palmer area.
I think this fund is for the whole borough. It's not just for the Palmer area. Yeah. 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 It's for the whole borough, which what did you say, about 300 families?
They projected over 1,000 families, but they estimated about 328 were in Palmer. That wasn't specified whether it was Greater Palmer or Palmer, but 300 for Palmer.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Did you have some input?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. To answer the question about can we pull funding from another line to fund for this, yes, we can. We have not overexpensed on all of those lines, and there's the funding that would be able to support this grant to move from another line item.
Councilwoman Linda Combs? Yes, Madam Mayor, thank you. So I'm going to follow up a little bit on Councilwoman Sabrina Combs' comment. And I agree with her. I think we have to watch ourselves on everything. So we've already approved $10,000 in this category, and then this grant came in. I'm sure it meets a lot of, if not all of the points and everything else. So then it's a matter of, do we want to move money from somewhere else, or I guess look like Scrooge at Christmas time and say, no, there was no money in the account. So, and I've worked with this program since about 1998, so it's near and dear to my heart too. But you did, however, recommend to go ahead and approve it. Is that correct, Mr. Manager?
The funding can be made available. As discussed by several members, we've pared back other requests, looking at we were overspent. So you could approve this amount, or you could approve some other amount. But just to understand that we've expired the $10,000 for the program. That's not to say as a council you can't do others. The one piece about the score sheet, I looked at this as I did all others and scored it much like others. It did come in after our last grant was done, so this will happen. You can't predict them or save money, but so if you believe it's a worthy cause and you can support it in some amount from 0 to 2,500, you've done that in the past with other programs. I guess my answer is it qualifies. How's that?
Further questions, Councilman Carrington?
I guess I would move to adjust the amount to $1,500.
Okay. Is there a second to that amount? Second to that amendment? Is there a second? I'll go ahead and second for discussion purposes. So, Councilman Carrington, would you like to address your amendment?
We've never actually put a maximum that people can apply for, but functionally, every time they've come in, we tended to trim them down a bit to try to kind of spread the good about. So I guess I'm just trying to follow that kind of same practice.
Madam Mayor,
Councilwoman Sabrina Combs?
we don't have another meeting this year, so there's really not a chance of someone else coming in asking for more, but I would ask if we had more money to give them, so I wouldn't support that amendment.
Okay. Other comments from the council? Okay. So everybody, we're ready to vote? Then? Looks like you're thinking, or... Everything was going so smooth. Well, I just, one more time, I guess just be on the record that this is not because of the program. I love the program. Heck, I was on the committee that came up with a lot of different things they've come up with in the last, 20 years about how to raise funds and stuff. Like Halloween Hollow, but so it's not the program, but we have, we've been tough on these other programs programs when they come, and so it's really difficult for me. But we do have the funds that we can move, so I'm going to go ahead and swallow that, I think, and go ahead and support the original request because of that. Because we've been prudent in other areas, we do have the funding, and so I think we can afford to be generous. And so, for one thing, in case other people don't know much about this program, this is a homegrown, statewide recognized program. It's been recognized by the First Lady's office many years ago as being an extremely useful and welcome project for our borough. So, but it was started right here in Palmer. So, I'm going to support the original amount. Thank you.
Okay. Other questions or comments by the council? I guess my only concern is that since the Palmer and the Palmer community is only has a third of the people that are going to be served, that I guess I would like to see them get some monies from some of the other municipalities or from the borough programs. So I think we've kept it generally pretty close to the Palmer area. This is a project that goes on in the borough. I'll just say for the record, they've been asking for private donations, and we have donated privately. But I feel that we're really in some ways being unfair to so many of the other people that have come to us and asked for larger amounts, and we have whittled those down. So, Councilwoman Fuller.
Hey, Madam Mayor. I tend to agree with Councilwoman Combs. We've scaled back a lot of it, and same with Mr. Carrington. I think, though, that in this endeavor, if you look at all these endeavors, a lot of them are commercial. We're paying for advertising and stuff. I mean, with the Hatcher's Pass, we're paying for something that benefits everybody. It's not just Palmer, but Palmer put its name on it. We're putting our name on this. They can go to Wasilla, they can go to Houston, they can go to the borough now and say, look, well, Palmer's helping us out. Palmer's supporting this third of the valley. Maybe we can maybe they could use that to basically expand that program out and get more buy-in from the other communities. I mean, I think this is good for Palmer to put its name on. I think it does a good thing. As part of being part of a Lions Club, we donate to this endeavor through the gun show. So I mean, there's no benefit to this organization except that it's going to benefit everybody that they touch and impact. So I mean, that's.
Okay. Further comments from the council? Okay. The amendment on the floor is to action memorandum number 18-095 to reduce the amount to $1,500. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Those opposed say no.
No.
Okay, the motion fails. The motion before you now is action memorandum 18-095. Approving the Community Council grant in the amount of $2,500 to the Mat-Su Special Santa Program through Alaska Family Services. Any further questions, comments, or amendments? Okay, all of those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed say no. The motion passes, and action memorandum 18-095 has been adopted. Madam Clerk, the record of the items placed on the table.
The updated capital improvement project table is the only item.
Okay. Now we are in part of the agenda for audience participation. Anyone that would like to come forth and address the council on anything that was on the agenda or anything else that's of interest to the council? Seeing no one come forth, I'll close audience participation. And Councilwoman member comments. We'll start with you, Councilwoman Burbrick. You have comments?
Sure. I'd like to thank everybody in the city of Palmer for all the great work that you did last weekend for the Colony Christmas. It was fantastic. It was a great time. The parade was fun. The town looked beautiful. I also would like to thank everybody here for supporting that Special Santa program because I think it is really an important program. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor?
Thank you very much. Just a heads up that I will be gone for the January 22nd meeting. If I can humbly ask for the council's excuse for that.
Okay.
And we do have a bag band coming at us January 1st, and I trust the city is prepared for that. And I think it'll be interesting to see how that develops. Also, just happy holidays to everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all in the new year.
Councilman Carrington?
I'd just like to thank the staff and the city manager. I think every year lately it seems it's gotten easier and smoother for doing the budget, and I think this is probably one of the smoothest that I've seen in a few years. So, thanks.
Councilwoman Sabrina Combs?
I would like to just thank especially Public Works and Alish for all of their help during Colony Christmas. I was planning the parade from Florida and got some interesting questions this year that I couldn't answer, like the height of the four-way stop, the core float, it was 16 feet tall, and we didn't know how tall the four-way stop was, 18 feet, in case you need to know, but they measured it for me at the last minute. So they were a huge setup, and also to the police department, the parade was extremely crowded, and we don't shut the sites or parking during that parade, so the police were out there patrolling, making sure kids didn't get hit by the floats. So the city looks beautiful, and it was a really successful Colony Christmas. So thanks to the finance department, the budget went awesome this year, and to the city manager, and happy holidays.
Councilwoman Fuller?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I think, kudos to the staff and everyone. I think it was great tonight recognizing local citizens and getting their name out there and getting their image out there and kind of promoting that, especially, Barb Hunt, whatnot, and the police and the public safety and whatnot. I'd like to bring up caveating that to Mary Jo Parks. This is her last year doing Special Santa, and she did set this up from its infancy and pull these programs together to build it what it is today. I'd like to see if maybe we can get some kind of recognition to her for doing that. She's a local community member. Yeah. But there, and I think United Way is going to pick this up, and I think it was something we did good tonight that will help them. It's a feather in their cap that they could take to other entities and advertise to solicit, investment. Thank you.
Councilwoman Linda Combs? Thank you. I have to agree. I loved seeing all the recognitions that were given tonight. We have absolutely tremendous community of helping hands and warm, open hearts, and so it's terrific when we're able to publicly thank individuals as well as our employees. So to the city manager and all of the staff that helped this particular budget cycle was a lot different, because I believe it was a lot better. Well, it was prepared in a way that enabled us to move forward in a logical and fairly quick fashion. And appreciate any extra time that any of you gave me personally when I had individual questions and that sort of thing. So again, I'm hearing out in the community wonderful things about the Palmer city staff during the earthquake and that sort of thing. And it just always makes me feel great to hear those things. So other than that, I'm really am sad that I missed Colony Christmas. I believe it's my first one I've ever missed. So I got to see the fireworks as I drove into Palmer that evening, and they were gorgeous. So at least I got a little part of it. I hope everybody has a great rest of their December. I'm looking forward, however, to hearing the mayor and the city manager at Chamber of Commerce tomorrow. So Everybody have a great holiday.
Okay, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone. And that'll adjourn the meeting.